Hi, we're here today with Delilah Holloway Baynard. And she has the honor of being the only female that we're aware of who ever played in the T.R. Miller W.S. Neal history, and she played for W.S. Neal. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I am Delilah Baynard, married to Chris Baynard. We've been married for about 8 years. I have 3 little boys that you can probably hear already. We have Isaiah, Ananias, and Josiah. And we are...
Is that all your money?
Oh, that's fine.
Making 3 crazy babies.
Tell me a little bit about when you played ball for Neal.
I played in between 2007, spring training. We came during that time. And then I played this 2008 during that season in the fall.
And what position did you play?
They put me in wide receiver, and they actually tried to teach me how to kick. They asked me, said, "Do you play soccer?" I said, "No," but they tried to teach me. And Lawton Ship, he tried to help teach me how to kick the ball, and I was not good at it at all. Many people thought I was actually kicking during that season, but it was another gentleman, we called him Tank.
And tell me a little bit about how you came to be on the team to start with.
We started out, when I was a freshman in high school, I decided I was done being bullied. I was so short when I had glasses and braces, so everybody picked on me. And so I was like, I'm tired of that. I know, high school's gonna be different. And it came about that I actually got to be on the weightlifting team. And so I was the only female there in that state to compete.
And where was that?
That was in Fort Knox, Kentucky.
Okay.
We were on base there. And we found out that we had to move to Alabama because my papa was diagnosed with cancer. So we came down, we moved down here, and I had to find something to keep me in shape so I didn't, getting made fun of and stuff like that, or, just to stay in shape because I liked it. I found it was a really good stress reliever and things like that. So the closest thing they had was playing football. Of course, I asked Mr. Ellis, who's passed away now, he said, so what do you think, what kind of sports do you think you'd like to play?
What's your name?
And I said, well, he said, what sports do you want to play? I said, well, I'd like to play, what's the closest thing you have to weightlifting? He chuckled and said, well, we have football, not having a clue about what kind of football culture I was fixing to step into because we lived, all different places.
It's real different around here.
And so he laughed and he said, football, huh? I said, yeah, am I allowed to play? I said, I was the only girl on my other team. Is it okay if I play, here? And so he just kind of looked at me crazy and he goes, wait a minute, here's the head coach, Hathcock, come here, this young lady wants to play football, And Hathcock asked me, did you play soccer? I said, no. What does that have to do with, football? And he said, can you kick? I said, no. So what I understood, they were trying to keep me out of getting hit.
Right.
Because they weren't quite used to that. But I started, they had the class at the end of the day, like the 7th period, where you go and you work out and you're in the football program. So I remember walking in, and before I even left school, they had some of the cheerleaders come through the gym where we were working out at. And by the time I'd gotten out of the class, I was this 6 foot, 300 pound girl who was playing football. And people already knew my name, people already knew who I was. It was crazy because I was like, I did not want this much attention. I'm just wanting to play, a sport.
Exactly.
And so, as the season went on, you have people who don't like it. They're like, this is wrong. She's trying to do something. She's trying to be a boy. She's trying to play boy sports. She's gonna get hurt. But for me, I was mentally prepared for that. Some I was, some I wasn't. That I knew it was gonna be rough. And I knew that if I didn't try to outperform everyone else, that it'd be rough. And it was a little bit dark for a little bit, because people didn't like it at all, not at all. I even had some of the players, I'm not gonna say their names because they're older and they're more grown now and smarter. That one of the guys actually stiff-armed me and almost gave me a concussion.
Wow.
So it was just a couple things like that. Of course, the coaches were really good about. Oh my goodness, come here, baby. They were really good about making sure that I was, not put in the middle of
Bad
situations or in the middle of. We had a gentleman, Jamar Travis. He played for, I believe, Auburn for a little bit. They didn't put me, doing Oklahoma drills, just tackling drills. They didn't put me with them, They matched me up pretty well with my weight.
It's okay. He's all right.
But
Uh-huh.
this is like after high school.
You're still weightlifting after.
Yes.
So did you actually see a lot of playing time after all that?
Not really. I did get one.
Mommy.
Just a second, sweetheart. I see it. I see that person. I did get the opportunity to play in the Calhoun game. And I actually got to run 5 yards with the ball.
Awesome.
And it was the most craziest situation because Calhoun at the time, they weren't very good, so we were just mowing through them. And so the coaches are like, we're like 15 points ahead. Let's see, Delilah, do you want to run the ball? And at that point, panicked, and I was like, oh my gosh.
It's all on you.
I've never run the ball. They never put me in the game that long. They do a couple plays, things like that, just kind of get me used to it. And because it was my first year,
Right.
no clue. But they put me in, and the first down they put me in, they set me up, and I started to try to run, and I stumbled, so all piled up on me, And so all the guys from Calhoun were like, yeah, we got it. And so the second time I got about 5 yards, and so they started cheering again. About that time I was like, watch this. I pulled off my helmet, and at that time I had hair, down the middle of my back. They're like, it's a girl, freaking out, But it was quite fun. It was something I would never thought I would do. When I was younger.
Bye-bye.
All the guys.
Bye-bye.
She's going bye-bye because she's got to go eat lunch. I would never, replace that, that year and a half.
What a great memory to have.
Yeah, and it's funny because people don't know me as, Delilah or, their mom. They're like, it's that girl that played football,
Well, props to you for
Yes.
breaking that ceiling.
Yes.
Thank you very much for watching us today, and I hope you join us at Hometown Teams June the 10th today is opening, and it runs through July 26th. So see us downtown in Bruton, Alabama, and enjoy a lot of interviews, a lot of memorabilia, just a really fun time in Bruton, Alabama. Thank you.